I will send you and your friends off for a weekend of drinking. And I was 18, and that was it. I was like, okay, where do I try?
Please go check out rebelstoreZA.com. Their winter range is now available. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Moments. Real Moments are sections from longer interviews done on my channel that I think you guys might find interesting. Your Real Moment is in. I want to ask, how did you get into journalism?
Well, that's a good question. Because a good question in the sense that I'm not really sure what the answer is. When I was 18 years old, I was on scholarship at a private high school, an elite private high school in Johannesburg, and I went to a career guidance counselor to think about what I should do. My mom had said to me that it's a good idea to be an actuary, actuarial science, go work for an insurance firm. They make big bucks, relatively speaking. And the guidance counselor said, okay, there's one scholarship that's open to people of all races that'll kind of support this kind of thing. So you should apply. And I was amazed to get it. And so I felt really lucky. And that's where I started. And I thought that I'd be a numbers guy. I was quite good at maths at school and that. But my sister dared me to apply to Princeton University because she had worked in America and had worked with some people from Princeton, had some very close friends there. And they just spoke really positively about their experience. And so she said, this university is like the richest university in the world per student. They've got just the hugest endowment, $13 billion for like 5,000 students. So money's not an issue to them. Everyone gets a scholarship if they get in. It's really hard to get in, but why don't you try? And I was like, oh, I'm not going to get in. And she's like, if you just try.
While I have you here, why don't you please go down in the description below and check out Support My Channel, where you can support me for as little as 40 Rand a month. And also you get some perks, but you got to use the Cricut link to get access to these perks. Again, links in the description below. And don't forget, subscribing is always free.
I will send you and your friends off for a weekend of drinking. And I was 18, and that was it. I was like, okay, where do I try? So I tried, and then I didn't really think about it again. And then I got in. So I went there and I took this liberal arts education where you study a bit of maths and a bit of science and a bit of history and philosophy and politics and Slavic studies and theater and all this kind of good stuff. And that experience was both academically very provocative, and it gave me, I think what it really changed about me is that in South Africa, I had been socially programmed to believe, and in part because of how I look, that I don't have a public contribution to make, that what I should do is work really hard and make some money and pay some taxes. And if I really do well, make some donations. And in that way, I can sort of contribute publicly. But other than that, I should really be quiet. And I don't know, every Ivy League has its own thing. I think just being at an Ivy League, everyone's so arrogant that they're like, we're going to change the world. But more than that, there really were excellent professors and excellent students who had this ambition to serve the public, to be public servants. It's sort of politics school is kind of one of its best sides. I studied political science, and so I decided, and I love writing, and so I thought, okay, let me go for being a journalist. Now I say all of this because when I graduated and told my mom, look, I'm not going to be an actuary with a certain kind of income and status, I'm going to be a journalist, she was very angry with me. And sent me a sort of poll that had been done in America, very widespread poll, thousands and thousands of respondents asking about job satisfaction. I think it had been done through a government bureau. And the top of the list for the greatest sort of life satisfaction was actuaries. And number 100, right at the bottom of the list, was journalist.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was your real moment. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please feel free to share it with your friends, family, or whoever you think might find it interesting. Give the video a like, It goes a long way to supporting the channel and helping it grow. And this is your second reminder to please subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. And please go check out the Telegram channel. It's a channel, not a group. You just get notified of all the upcoming uploads and live streams on this channel. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.